Welcome to Bird Songs Television, everybody. Coming at you today with the business video. Just want to give you guys some game, some free sauce, some things that I know that I've learned in business over my course of 19 years in business, and hopefully it can help someone. Hopefully I can inspire someone. I was on a podcast not too long ago with my sister, Erica Janice. She has her own channel. It's called I Am Erica Janice, and she's killing it right now. I want you to go check her out too. I'll leave a link in the description box below for her channel as well, okay? But let's get started. I started this business, like I said, 19 years ago, out of the trunk of my car, out of my mom's living room. But before that, I worked in an insurance company for 14 years. I did everything regarding claims and adjustments and insurance and things like that. And I had a boss that had it out for me. She really wanted to get rid of me, and she did get rid of me. So I think that was one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. You know, I didn't see it then, but I know it now. You know, her getting rid of me really gave me freedom. It let me just spread my wings and really be in business. Because I've always wanted to be in business, even when I worked. But I never would have gave up my profit sharing. I never would have gave up my benefits. There's no way I would have left my job to start a business. That would not have happened. So like I said, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I started selling out of the trunk of my car when I lost my job, out of my mom's living room. We were for real just trapping, just going to Chicago, going to New York. I was buying everything I could get my hands on, just selling. And it was great. But what I really found out was the freedom that I had. If I didn't want to get up that morning and do anything, then I didn't. I still had some earnings from the day before or whatever. And that's something I never had when I worked. You know, I had someone cracking that whip and what time you're going to be here and this and that. You 5 minutes late from lunch and things like that. And I think it was the freedom, and it still is the freedom in business now, that is like one of the greatest things and one of the greatest joys of having a business. And I think people have a lot of misconceptions about a business. They think that they're going to open a business and right away they're going to get rich. You know, a lot of people open boutiques and people open this and open that, and they say, wow, you know, or they find out that it's harder than you think it is. Between rent, employees, the tax man, there's not much left, you know. So you really have to get creative and find new ways to really get to learn how to do your business. And with that being said, like a brick and mortar, people that have the brick and mortar businesses, I want to give you a formula. If your rent is $1,000, you should be grossing about $10,000 a month. If your rent is $2,000, you should be grossing $20,000 a month. Now think about it, $10,000 a month, right? You have your rent, utilities, employees, advertising. The tax man has their hand out. At the end of the day, there's not really much left, right? So a lot of people, you know, if it takes you longer than 5, 6, 7 days to make your rent, I like to make my rent in 2 or 3 days. So just think about that, guys. That formula right there, 3 days. It shouldn't take you any longer than 3 days to make your rent. If it's taking you 7, 8, 9, 10 days to pay your rent, then you're working for the landlord. Okay? So $2,000 rent, 20 grand. You should be doing 20 grand a month grossing. That's a lot of money. Maybe you have to have a restaurant. Maybe some people sublease their spaces or whatever, but that's a lot. Okay? So that's why a lot of people are moving to online. There's a lot of people are trying to get more creative with selling. But I still think brick and mortar, it does have something. You know, I really like the brick and mortar, especially with my business. People like to come in, smell oils, this and that. You know, you can't get that all online. You know, you can't order a lot of things online and then get it. And sometimes the things are smaller. Sometimes things are not what you thought it would be. So I don't think they're going to ever, you know, cut us out with that.